Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5, where every local story starts here. A couple of today's top headlines: a shooting in McKee is being investigated, and a new look for an old building in downtown Richmond. Plus, a teenager has been identified following a drowning in central Kentucky. All these stories, plus lots more, right here today, Live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV, Channel 9 big story of the day. Saturday night, just before 7, Kentucky State Police Richmond received a call from the Jackson County Sheriff's Office requesting investigative assistance in regards to a deceased female who had been located outside of a residence on Cave Springs Road. That's in Jackson County. KSP troopers, detectives, and the Jackson County Coroner's Office responded to the area to investigate. On scene, they found a husband and wife that has sustained fatal gunshot injuries near their home and were pronounced deceased by the Jackson County coroner. They were identified as Randy Baker, 53 years old, and Tammy Baker, 44 years old. Both were from McKee, Kentucky. The initial evidence alleges Tammy Baker died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. KSP is not actively searching for a suspect at this time. The ongoing investigation is being conducted by KSP Post 7 Detective David Hobbs. He was assisted on scene by KSP personnel, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, as well as the Jackson County Coroner's Office, and of course we'll have updates to that case as they become available. Well, if you were traveling down South 2nd Street this past weekend, the mural on the Enrich Building should have caught your attention. Elias Reynolds, an Ashland artist who is originally from Richmond, worked Saturday and Sunday to finish up his mural, which pays tribute to the history of the building. From 1915 to 2023, Reynolds successfully brought back memories to Woods Chevrolet, Eastern School of Hair Design, Andy's Pizza Palace, and Cherries. In addition, Enrich held a block party and a 5K run Saturday night, and the runners took their running shoes and tagged the Enrich sign on front of the building as they crossed the finish line. The building on South 2nd Street is taking on a new life and looking better every day. The Madison County Community Fund sponsored the mural for Enrich. New windows are coming soon, as well as a new roof. What a great project there. Well, the skyline of Berea has changed with the demolition of a historic building on College Square. Berea College officials say it was cost prohibitive to renovate the Edwards building, and razing it to the ground to construct a new building in its place was just the best option. Jay Buckner has the story.
The Edwards building in the heart of Berea stood for more than 120 years, and in that time served the college and community by housing the foundation school, a post office, student housing, and a greenhouse. In recent years, it housed the Appalachian Center and the admissions office before its final occupants, the college's fundraising division. The iconic building was historic in several ways. This three-story structure that cost $35,000 to build, equivalent to more than $1.2 million today, was actually constructed in part by Berea College students who made and laid the bricks. Given this historical significance, the building's demolition was not without controversy. Many Berea College alumni and community members have taken to social media to question the college's decision that some say was short-sighted and disrespectful to the building's legacy. With the Edwards building turned to rubble, one alumnus expressed concern that Berea College was, quote, erasing history one building at a time. However, Berea College spent more than a year planning to renovate the Edwards building before learning that a renovation would involve what they say was significant risk to the building and result in a much higher cost. In its place or nearby, the college will begin construction of the replacement building in fall of 2023. Officials say some design features of the Edwards building may be included in the new structure, and they will preserve the cornerstone that was laid in 1902. In Berea, for Channel 9 News, I'm Jay Buckner.
Berea College released a statement saying renovating the Edwards building was estimated to be more than $3 million more expensive than building new. Construction of the new building is expected to take a year and a half. Thanks, Jay Buckner, for that story. Well, a tragic accident on Saturday evening has an 18-year-old that has lost his life in an accident near Bee Rock Trail. Emergency responders from the London Laurel Rescue Squad and Somerset-Pulaski County Rescue Squad swiftly arrived at the scene after receiving reports of a possible drowning. The young man had gone underwater while swimming and remained unaccounted for a considerable amount of time. Following an extensive search operation, Pulaski County divers successfully located the victim's body and initiated recovery procedures. The family later identified that victim as Wyatt Morrissey, a bright and motivated individual known for his intelligence and ambitious plans for the future. Wyatt had recently completed the Upward Bound program at Somerset Community College and was scheduled to join the Navy to pursue studies in nuclear engineering. Further details regarding the incident have not been released at this time. Well, the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team is busy during the spring and summers in the Red River Gorge area, but Sunday around 1, the WCSART received a 911 call for an untypical rescue. A dog was reportedly in distress near the Turtleback Arch off Rock Bridge Road. According to the search team, the dog was unable to walk under its own power and swelling was appearing on his back legs. The team carried in a Stokes basket to meet up with the owners who had carried the canine on their back for nearly a mile on their own. A team member who works as a vet tech administered Benadryl before the carryout commenced. He was then loaded into the owner's vehicle and was taken to a veterinary hospital in Lexington. It was only then that they learned the dog had been bitten 5 times by a copperhead on both back quarters. Since the story broke, the team says they have been receiving a lot of inquiries regarding Sasha's current condition and received the following update from Sasha's family. They say he is still in the emergency care. Sasha was provided 2 treatments of antivenom and has seen a decrease in the swelling, but he's still in a considerable amount of pain. They have increased his pain medication and hopefully he will start eating again soon. They are hopeful that he may get to come home sometime today. That is an awfully cute puppy dog to be in such pain there. Such a sad story, but with a good ending. Well, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. A very weather-aware day out there. We're going to have Sam Ryan in the Weather Center right after this.
Hi, I'm Chris Lowry with Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. From simple service work to full paints, roofing, flooring, and everything in between, we're your one-stop shop for your home maintenance and remodeling needs. Our family has been serving the Richmond area for 3 generations, and we're proud to continue that today. You also voted us the best general contractor in Madison County in 2022. We thank you for that honor. Give us a call for all your construction needs at 859-353-1133.
One of Richmond's biggest events of the year is back. Huckleberry Promotions presents the Kentucky Bourbon Jam Music Festival outdoors at the Richmond Mall, Saturday, August the 26th. Gates open at 10 a.m. First acoustic show kicks off at 11. Main stage show kicks off at noon. Support local musicians, local businesses, and honor our local first responders. Enjoy 18 bands of live entertainment with headliner Keith Anderson, a car and motorcycle show, cornhole tournament, kids events, food trucks, and local vendors. Tickets on sale now on bourbonjam.com, and a special thank you to our sponsors.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Did you know Markham and Wallace Hospital offers speech therapy for both adults and pediatrics? Why travel north when you can get the care you need right here in Irvine? Adult speech therapy focuses on the assessment and treatment of speech, language, thinking, and swallowing problems. Pediatric speech helps children communicate effectively by assisting with the improvement of their verbal and nonverbal language skills. For more info about the speech therapy department, call 606-723-8235 at Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital. How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
Welcome back to Live at 5, a very busy weather day out there in central Kentucky. We've got meteorologist Sam Ryan in the Weather Center with a look at the forecast.
Thanks, Grenelyn, and welcome everyone to your Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Weather Center. As we look throughout the day, we had some passing clouds, a few showers and storms, and those storms will begin to clear as we go into the overnight. Really into our Tuesday morning, they'll be out of here, and we'll have some quiet conditions all the way until Wednesday evening, Wednesday night maybe even. Our next wave streaming in out of the northwest, we have an unsettled pattern, and this will bring in wave after wave. So our next one is Wednesday night, and there is severe potential. It's moving pretty quick, and so we'll have damaging straight line winds are possible here Wednesday night and into our Thursday morning. Along with all this, we'll have potential here for quite a bit of rainfall, maybe 2 to 3 inches just over the next 5, 6, 7 days. And here we are for the day Tuesday. Not much happening, but we go into Wednesday, and now we start to see that slight risk of severe storms approaching, and we're kind of on the border of the marginal threat. So again, as it races east, we'll have still that chance, maybe a little bit better chance down to our south. This is through the rest of the evening. Notice just that messy, stormy, showery hodgepodge of showers moving on through. Then everything clears during the overnight. Again, we get into some drier weather for the day Tuesday. And just looking ahead until 7 p.m., we could see 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, maybe 1/10 of an inch in some spots. But it's really Wednesday night and into our Thursday. That's where I think we could end up seeing anywhere from 1 to possibly 3 inches. So 3 inches in the yellow, deeper shade of green, that's 2 inches, and lighter shade of green is 1 inch. So take this with a grain of salt, all right? This will end up wobbling some. And so we certainly could be potentially in that 2 to 3 inch category. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. Anyway, we'll be up to 85 here Wednesday, cooling down behind that wave briefly here. Thursday has 79. We're back in the middle 80s. More storms as we go into the day on Saturday. Grenelyn?
Thanks, Sam. And for Weather All the Time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, a sad story out of Rockcastle County where a fire resulted in the death of 11 animals after that home caught fire. The Mount Vernon Fire Department received a call around 12:30 a.m. on Monday at a residence on Maple Grove Road that was engulfed in flames. According to reports, the homeowners were away at the time of the incident and returned to find their home ablaze. Despite the efforts of firefighters, the fire claimed the lives of 7 dogs and 4 birds. Thankfully, no human injuries were reported. However, that home sustained extensive damage and rendered a total loss. Fire crews fought that fire for over 3 hours to extinguish the flames and secure the area. In the aftermath, the homeowners expressed a desire for an investigation into the cause of the fire, prompting authorities to launch an inquiry to determine the origin and circumstances surrounding that incident. Well, the Kentucky State Police are currently conducting an investigation into an accident that occurred on Saturday afternoon in Breathitt County. The incident involved a single vehicle crash on Watts Road, where a 66-year-old Kenneth White was operating a side-by-side vehicle. According to initial findings, White lost control of the vehicle, resulting in a collision with a tree. The impact of the crash caused severe injuries to White, who was immediately taken to the Kentucky River Medical Center for medical attention. According to reports, White succumbed to his injuries at that medical facility. In order to determine the exact cause of death and the circumstances surrounding the accident, White's body has been sent to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. It was noted in the report that neither White nor any other occupants were wearing seat belts or helmets at the time of the crash. That investigation into the incident is still ongoing. Well, the Boyle County Sheriff's Department is investigating a hit-and-run injury collision that occurred early Saturday afternoon on Webster Road. Security footage shows a pickup truck, red or orange in color, following closely behind a cyclist. The vehicle struck the cyclist's elbow while passing, which caused the cyclist to lose control and crash at the bottom of a hill. Anyone with more information on the incident or that pickup truck is asked to contact the Boyle County Sheriff's Department and request to speak to Deputy Prather or Deputy Lyons. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got Sports Up with Dawson Roll coming up next.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
It's apple sipping season at A&W, the perfect time to enjoy one of our new apple pie shakes. Each sip feels like fall in a mug. A delicious combination of apples, spices, and vanilla soft serve. Come on in and get to sipping, only at A&W. Feeling saucy? Come down to A&W and dip a juicy 5-piece hand-breaded chicken tender combo into our new spicy 3-pepper fire sauce or our new savory A&W sauce. Dip into A&W and try them today.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Jiu-Jitsu news and some local sports updates pertaining to soccer and golf are on Sports Today. Here's our sports reporter, Dawson Roll.
Sports have begun. Today marks the start of soccer in Madison County. Berea boys and girls play soccer at home this week. Southern boys and girls play in Berea this week. Central boys start on the road, as well as the Central girls. And the Model boys and girls will be at home this week. So there's tons of local soccer to support on both the boys and the girls' side. Speaking of Model, I have a golf update. The boys golf team will be hosting one of the largest invitational tournaments in the state today, with over 125 golfers competing. This is happening all day at Arlington Golf Club, so keep updated on scores and more performances from local golfers. Now for some Jiu-Jitsu news. The 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu Richmond youth team traveled over 2 hours to the Knoxville Convention Center in Tennessee on Saturday, August 5th. With 9 youth competitors between the ages of 7 and 14, the team emerged victorious, earning the title of Youth Tournament Champions. Leading the charge was Natalie Wells, a recent national title winner, who inspired the team with her outstanding performance. Natalie secured 4 victories, winning all her bouts by submission, utilizing skillful technique, winning with the dead orchard, triangle choke, rear naked choke, and reverse triangle. Following her lead, Victoria Lopez also excelled, achieving double gold in G and no G divisions, with 3 submissions and 1 victory by points. Among the young male competitors, Alexander Johnson stood out with his exceptional skills, earning 2 gold medals in both G and non-G categories. His dominating performance earned him an invitation to participate in the next skill division, expert level, where he secured a well-deserved silver medal. With an impressive total of 1,458 points, 10th Planet Richmond claimed a decisive victory, leading the competition with a 250-point spread. The team dedicated the last month to focused training and preparation for this, so congrats to our local participants. Former EKU basketball star Cooper Robb just inked the big-time pro deal. Robb will play for Hopsy Polzila in the Liga Nova KBM. The league schedule will begin at the end of September and run through April. That's all for sports today. Thanks for tuning in as every day we get closer to football. This is Dawson Rule with the best sports coverage in Madison County.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news right here, Live at 5.
WBON TV9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's first TV channel, available on Spectrum Channel 712, Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Channel 9.1 over the air. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9, where every local story starts here. Another fire to report. A fire took place in Pulaski County's Burnside Plaza this weekend, damaging several buildings. The barn, a flea market style business within the Burnside Plaza, caught fire Friday night going into Saturday morning. Officials are not aware of anyone present when that fire began, and no injuries were reported. Firefighters were on that scene for roughly 7 hours attempting to put out the flames. While the exact cause of the fire is yet to be determined, officials believe the fire began near the entranceway of the barn. First responders were able to keep the fire from spreading to other nearby businesses. However, the Whippoorwill Diner and the Good Samaritan thrift store suffered both smoke and water damage. The barn has been ruled a total loss by officials, and the Whippoorwill Diner and the Good Samaritan thrift store will be closed for an undetermined amount of time for repairs. Well, following a disturbance on Friday at Casey's General Store in Lincoln, a Lincoln County man has been arrested and charged with making threats to public indecency in Princeton, Kentucky. Princeton police officers responded to a reported disturbance where they made contact with 20-year-old Hayden Heisler of Stanford, who had been reportedly threatening several customers inside the store and exposing himself to various bystanders. Police reportedly determined Heisler was under the influence of alcohol. Heisler was charged with alcohol intoxication in a public place, third-degree terroristic threatening, and second-degree indecent exposure. Well, on Friday, a 25-year-old woman identified as Hennessy Lachey Tevis from Pine Top Road in London was arrested by the Laurel County Sheriff's Office on charges of DUI following a non-injury crash on Old Crab Orchard Road. After the incident, Tevis reportedly refused to exit the vehicle and began shouting at the deputy on scene. A second deputy was called to assist and managed to remove Tevis from the vehicle, but she continued to create a disturbance. As a result, Tevis is now facing multiple charges, including DUI, second-degree disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and menacing. Following her arrest, she was taken into custody and lodged into the Laurel County Correctional Center. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office is continuing its investigation into that incident. Well, with that, we're going to say goodbye to another Live at 5. Thanks so much for joining us today. And of course, don't go anywhere because it's Monday. That means we have the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show that is coming up right here at 6 o'clock. Tonight, Michael, Dawson, and Samantha will be right here in the studio with special guest EKU Athletic Director Matt Rowan and Corey Neal. He is going to be talking about the Fan Day celebration that's coming up right over there at EKU as they also get ready for the start of the school year. Thanks so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Make sure you're staying weather aware, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow, Live at 5.